of this week's series. It's actually a 2-part series this week.
Yep.
Little known fact.
We'll be back to our regular scheduled 3.
Regular? Is that how you
I
pronounce
think
it?
I always say regular. I think every time I say it. We'll be back to our 3-part next week.
We'll be back to our 3-part next week. We forewent the Monday episode so you can see some highlights from the Evo competition that these two young, fine gentlemen attended over the weekend.
And all of it?
And all of it right here on Improv Gaming. So check out our previous videos and for all that fun goodness. I'm joined here by the 2 best guys I know in gaming. To my direct left, I have Mr. I'm Wondering himself with the fedora hat back in tow. It's Mr. Pete Anderson.
That's a term.
It is a term.
Do you ever have water? It is a wonderful thing. Do you want to get water? You just turn on your sink.
This is why we can't have nice things.
What are you doing?
Do you want to have water?
Go away.
Go take a shower.
Go away. Shut up.
Do you want to have water?
Oh, God.
Bathe in the rain.
What is he doing? Why is he doing this?
Hi, I'm Peter Anderson. All about that H2O life. I trust you, you son of a bitch.
And to my far left, I have the biggest Zelda fan in the world. If you don't believe me, he has a tattoo of the Triforce on his right arm. And the Master Sword in his pants. Mr. Jeremy Bird.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Biggest Zelda fan in the world coming at you once again.
And I'm your host for the evening. I only have the most fabulous ponytail in the business.
It's fabulous.
He only does everything.
I only do everything. It's fabulous.
Except for Let's Plays.
Except for everything.
Except for, I do, 80% of the time I do everything every time.
I'm Nicholas De Jesus. How's it going tonight, ladies and gentlemen? And here's the thought.
Uh-oh.
Oh God, 10 minutes. 15 minutes. Bacon.
Really?
And eggs.
Really? So, there was a Marvel versus DC comic book series. I don't know if you guys are aware of that.
I remember. I have it.
Okay. I would like to see a Marvel versus DC video game in the spirit of Evo.
Ooh, like kind of like Marvel versus Capcom.
Like Marvel versus Capcom, but Marvel versus DC fighting side against each other.
You could get it to work. The only thing is,
Batman wins all.
No, stupid.
Because he's Batman.
He's Batman.
Because I'm Batman.
Do you want also villains? Does that
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody?
Yeah,
It's
just
kind
like
of, it's kind of like what they did with
kind of like the best and brightest of the bottom of the barrel and the best and brightest at the top of the barrel.
Yeah.
Just like all of them, just back to back, like just up against each other. I think that'd be phenomenal. And then you could add on to that, so that then like as the universe expanded, the game could expand, and you can get more and more characters. Like it'd be awesome to see Lobo fight up against fucking Spider-Man.
Would you want to see like an Injustice fighting system or something different?
I don't know. I would like something a little more fast-paced because I think that the DC characters are capable of going a little more fast-paced.
I would go with then like give it the Marvel versus Capcom fighting system.
That's
just my thought.
Yeah, why not? I don't see why not. I mean,
just get rid of Capcom.
I think Capcom has done a really good job at implementing fighting strategies in a game. I think they're pretty fast-paced, and I think Street Fighter V is a nice show of how they can make their 3D games fast-paced. So I want to see a DC versus Marvel.
I would love to see that.
Sounds good.
Sounds good?
I have no complaints.
You have no complaints?
No.
At all? Well,
4 minutes!
at 4 minutes. Look at that.
4 minutes?
Wow.
Look at us.
We are breaking records today.
It's like we're going to get yelled at if we don't do it right. She going to kill me on that one too?
Probably. If you didn't know, this is the greatest games cast in all of Albion, the defunct Albion that is, Mushroom Kingdom, and all the past, present, and future locations in the Assassin's Creed series. And sort of movie. We're 3 friends who bring you games casts every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That works very well, I have to say.
I tell you, you don't listen.
And we bring you special live streams every Tuesday and Thursday. We also bring you the newest things in gaming on our Sunday live show, a simulcast on youtube.com/improvgaming and blogtalkradio.com/fillingthevoidrn. Fucking gotta love it. From time to time, we bring you special events.
There you go.
Now, if that sounds like something you'd like to kind of be a part of, please share our beautiful faces with your beautiful friends. And now, at 5 minutes and 6 seconds, on to the topic at hand. Which is
the future
of fighting games.
Future of fighting games.
Outside of Evo, because I kind of want to draw attention back to the layman gamer, in a sense, right? Outside of Evo, what is the future of fighting games?
Well, the future of fighting games is definitely DC versus Marvel fighting games. That is definitely Uno number one. No, the interesting thing is going to be how VR works with fighting games.
Didn't they say they were going to put Street Fighter on VR?
Yeah, wasn't there some talk
thought
about
there
like
was.
Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or something like that going to VR?
I could see Tekken.
There was something at E3, I couldn't remember what it was.
I want to say Tekken.
Now, how would that work for you? Like, how would you guys want to experience a fighting game in 3D?
For me, it would...
Or in VR?
It would probably be
in VR.
I would have the little VR headset on, and then right in front of me would be Tekken example, Heihachi.
Okay.
Or Bison in Street Fighter.
Okay.
Or Scorpion in Mortal Kombat.
We get it. There's a character in front of you.
Yes!
I just wanted to do it for a whole... And you're fighting, and depending on the game, if I'm playing as Ken, my kicks might be a little bit stronger than my punches, If I'm playing, against Heihachi and Tekken, I might be going with...
But how does that relate to VR?
Yeah, I'm explaining. Can I explain?
Please do.
Explain it loudly.
Yeah, you're fucking terrible at this. Do you even play video games?
No. I don't even know why I'm on this channel. I should just go back to my improv group and never be a part of anything ever again.
Improv gaming?
Yeah.
That improv group. But they're in front of you, and basically, instead of seeing yourself, you are the person. So if you're Sub-Zero, you're facing Scorpion.
Oh, okay.
So you're Sub-Zero, you do the thing. You see the ice come out.
Wouldn't something like that be dizzying? Like, let's say for Ken and Ryu, right? Their heads are constantly moving, right? They're doing their shuriken, which is
Shoryuken's the
Shoryuken,
uppercut, the spin kick.
And then the spin kick. But even the Shoryuken, like you're spinning in the air, and the spin kick, you're the flying dragon kick, I believe it's really called.
Flying Dragon Punch.
Flying dragon punch, and then what's the kick?
The kick, I forget what it's called, but Shoryuken is the uppercut.
So you're spinning. So like, wouldn't that kind of be dizzying? Like to be in the perspective of like Ryu and like do the spinning kick, or Chun-Li, the spinning bird kick where you're upside down. Like wouldn't that kind of be like a dizzying experience to be in that first person?
If you could do that Chun-Li thing, you should definitely be in VR. No. It would be, but I could see like a Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or something like that playing with it, being like you don't have to fully, circle like crazy, but if you like maybe
the super hit combos, maybe like all of a sudden like you go and pan into like Ryu and you see him charging it up, and then boom, you get to see his perspective of it.
Yeah,
that might be cool.
Like something, I don't think that the VR fighting game is too far away.
No, I don't think so too. I think they need to figure out the kinks in it, because it's kind of tough to be Ryu. To be Ryu, I'm sorry. Or to
Ryu,
be
Ryu,
Ken. Or to be, Cammy. That's that's a dizzying experience. Or
the Tiger Arrow, dude, the drill kick.
Or Blanca. Like that's also a dizzying experience.
Bison with the Psycho Crusher.
But the Psycho Crusher's straight. He doesn't twist.
Yes, he does.
Does he twist?
He jumps in and then his whole body spins like a corkscrew. Like he doing.
Does he really? I didn't think he twisted.
He jumps and his whole body spins.
I didn't think so. I thought he just went straight. Maybe I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Okay.
You've been wrong many times.
Every once in a while. Are you okay there?
Yeah.
Seem a little red in the face.
Yeah, no.
Tired.
Like blushing?
Yeah.
It's because of my beautiful face, isn't it?
Oh, always.
Always.
Always. Your red shirt, you're a lot of red.
Yeah, a lot of red.
A lot of red.
A lot of red.
Hello.
I'm awesome.
But wait. Say they do VR fighting games where like you put you put the headset on, then you have like two like attachment goes on your hands, and that's actually how they register the punches.
Like I would think the Oculus is probably the best fit, because they have like the separated controller that has the sensing capabilities of something like that.
Yeah, but you also have the Move for the PSVR.
That's a piece of shit.
Yeah, but I mean the Move, bro.
I'm just saying.
Thank you, Nick.
The Move,
Thank
bro.
you.
The Move is a broken system. We all know that. The fact that they're using that as like your movement, it's like, oh, really? You're gonna try to revive that thing? Why don't you just build?
When's the last time you used that PlayStation camera?
I fucking hate that. What, the Move or the PlayStation camera?
When's the last time?
I haven't used it in fucking forever.
Well, then we're gonna get on shit topics. When Nintendo gets into the VR, they're gonna revive the Wii Motion. And
but they revolutionized the way that we look at motion, and everybody tried to catch up to that.
Yep.
And then everybody was just like, no, we're just gonna focus on gaming because that's what we do.
Yep.
And then
Smash
Nintendo.
Brothers VR.
That would be interesting to see if Smash Brothers VR.
I cannot see
I can't
at
imagine
all.
how it would work, but just like interesting to see how they try to execute something like that. Like again, like a lot of this VR stuff is interesting to me to see how they're gonna try to execute a lot of these aspects or concepts. There's got to be somebody out there that's like, all right, we've got to make a VR fighting game. There's got to be somebody.
Because
That's
like I said, there was something at E3. I thought it was Street Fighter, but I can't be sure.
I want to say it was Tekken.
Yeah, I want to say it was
I think
Tekken
it's
too. I want to say it was Tekken.
Because, why not add more fucking months to a game that should be out already?
Oh, poor Pete. you're very.
When you
butthurt.
can play it at last year's EVO
Yeah.
and it's still not out, there's some problems.
Yeah.
What other kind of like emerging technologies? Crossplay. Right? Take your game on your PS Vita and continue fighting your friends, or your
Vita.
Nintendo DS, whatever.
I just do because it's funny.
But like a crossplay kind of thing. Like it's interesting. Like to me, the easiest games to do this with would be fighting games, but we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
So why is that? Why haven't we seen this transference onto the mobile platform with fighting games?
I mean, you have some. For the Vita, there was Street Fighter Cross Tekken, but it wasn't as good as console partner,
You have Smash Brothers for 3DS, which
But that isn't as good as
it's scaled down because it's the different button combinations.
that, and the 3DS doesn't have the memory that the Wii U does.
Yeah.
So, it has half the stuff, the characters. The biggest thing is they couldn't do Ice Climbers because it was too much memory for the 3DS. You couldn't do the 8-battle
8-player Smash,
the Wii U. Yeah, the 8-player Smash. Not taking anything away from the 3DS, but, unless they come with powerful things, I could see it working, no offense, on a Vita before a 3DS, but I can't see them porting like Street Fighter V to a Vita. There's no way.
Yeah, the graphics would just be not.
See, I'm not worried about the graphics. Like I wouldn't mind
You would drop
playing
the
a scaled down
graphics.
graphics for a good gameplay, as long as I can continue the fighting.
As long as you whoop someone's ass, you're good to go.
Well, not whoop somebody's ass, but at least like I would like to get practice on the game on the road.
There you
Right? When you guys are traveling, you don't have your consoles. So how are you gonna brush up on your craft while you're out there?
All we do is play Smash Bros on our 3DSs. That's
So
all we can do.
it'd be nice to have like something where you can brush up on your characters and kind of get a basis for them. And get to understand them. I think like the biggest thing that Evo should do is fund something like this.
They could. They got the money.
They should. I think that Evo should start funding like portable ports of these games that they're showcasing at Evo. That you're being part of the tournament, so that then everybody can like grab their PS Vita and like brush up on the combinations.
Work something with Sony where it's like you'll get Street Fighter.
Yeah, something. I mean, I just think like there's so much opportunity there that it seems like it's going to waste.
Yeah, it's funny because like with Melee still around, they actually have people who bring their own GameCubes and they have the little like 10-inch screen that's attached to them. Basically, they'll just plug it in the wall and just have people just sit around and practice there. And I'm like, how the hell are you playing on a screen like this big? I'm like, really, guys?
With like 4 people around.
Yeah, with 4 people
insane.
around it, it's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Do we ever see the fighting games die?
No. I think the competition is just too fierce for fighting games to die. I think there's always going to be a place for fighting games because video games were kind of born with fighting games.
Yeah.
Well, as you can see with the JRPGs, I'll use an example. Very big in PlayStation 2. You had, Persona, you had Final Fantasy X, all these big things. And then it slowly went down. You're seeing a resurgence of it now with Final Fantasy.
That's how it always was. Like
15 and Persona 5.
You always saw like a dip because back in Nintendo we had JRPGs all the time.
Yeah,
and they
Super
dipped.
Nintendo.
They dipped and then they rose back up. No, even NES had Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you were
But I'm saying,
Nintendo 64 didn't have a lot.
Not Nintendo 64, no, but the PlayStation did because the
Yeah.
PlayStation had the Final Fantasy 7 era. So like you saw things dip, and then you saw it was always peaks and valleys. So what I think all it really demonstrates is that the consumer is looking for a different experience every once in a while.
Yeah.
So you see like you've seen me where I'm just like, you know what, I'm really itching for a JRPG. That's why I picked Persona Golden.
How is it?
And I haven't played it. but I was itching for one, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm not. That's not curing the itch. So let me move on to something else. And then you see peaks and valleys in what the gamers are interested in, and you'll I don't know, slowly see that.
See, what the thing with the fighting game is, I don't see a dip. I just can see it continually just going in.
I guess.
And I'm just afraid there's going to be that one time where it's just going to dip.
No, I think as long as the momentum keeps up with the Evo thing, I think that you'll always get... And I think that's why Evo is really gaining a lot of momentum, is because out of all the franchises or genres out there, the fighting game is the only one that remains couch co-op all the time.
That's true.
It's the only one that's always couch co-op. And it's always going to be couch co-op. So the only experience you're going to get to whoop your friend's ass without actually whooping your friend's ass is to whoop your friend's ass on a PlayStation or an Xbox One or whatever it is through a fighting game, really.
Well, you could do it in a shooter, too.
Huh?
To be fair. You could do it in a shooter.
But shooters don't always come with couch co-op, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You get that experience more often on a fighter game than you do... Actually, 100% of the time you get that experience on a fighter game, and 50% of the time you get that experience on a first-person shooter. I'm talking about hanging out with your buddies, playing a game like, I just fucking owned you. You know what I'm saying?
How do I do that?
I just fucking perfect you. Wait, twice, 2 times.
Hasn't done to me.
We'll see. The future of fighting games is going to be very interesting. I do agree.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to... I don't see them going anywhere, but I would like to see what kind of revolution they're going to bring about in them. So
I have to say that the Mortal Kombat on that point was great because it added a mechanic. Many people didn't like the extra...
Yeah, I don't know what he said either.
Mechanic.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
It's a word.
Oh, whatever.
So they added to the mechanic where they used X-rays.
Fatality.
Bless you.
A mechanic.
They added
a mechanic
the X-ray.
to the fatality.
I'm talking to you, the people. They added the mechanic of the X-ray to bring the game more juice, to bring it to something different, Same thing could be said with Smash, they just keep adding all these characters to keep it relevant and,
No, but they redefined the whole fighting system between Brawl and Wii U.
There's
they
no
revamped
trips.
that. No trips on that bullshit.
So, I like the constant progression. So when we do see the Marvel vs. DC video game,
I would like to see something like fucking... I would like to see that game be like something completely fucking different.
Yeah, but
in terms of like they're using new technologies and doing the cross-platform playing and stuff like that, it'd be nice to see some of that dynamic inside of that game, because that's the only game that really should have that dynamic.
But you were right, Pete. Like when you said that, everything okay?
Yeah.
Okay. No, you said how the fighting game genre is always consistent. You think about it. We had Mortal Kombat 9 come out, and then we had Ultra Street Fighter 4 come out, and then we had Smash Bros. Wii U come out. And it's not like the genre disappears, but it's like once one game fades, the next one comes in, and the next one, and the next one.
This is all about Street Fighter right now.
Yeah.
Street Fighter, 50,000 people at Evo. Next year it's going to all be about Injustice 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to be
Which makes me super happy.
Last thoughts?
With the future going forward, it's not going to go anywhere. No way.
No, we're gonna get fighting games forever. I would like to see new, inventive ways of playing them, but we're always gonna have fighting games.
The only time we could say we had a lull in fighting games was I'd say during the N64 with Mortal Kombat, because they kind of dropped.
Pokemon Stadium. That's all.
No, I'm telling you, you had not Deadly Alliance.
Pen drop.
Not Deadly Alliance, but
Pen flip.
you had around those games were a couple of stinkers. But other than that, still going strong.
Well.
Make sure you check out the Let's Plays.
Yes, check out the Let's Plays. Check
Street
out
Fighter
all of the Evo stuff that we've done. Street Fighter Inside. What else do we have on Let's Play?
J-Star Victory.
J-Star Victory Plus.
Yep.
Which is a phenomenal game.
Fuck yeah.
And as always, ladies and gentlemen, game on.
Welcome to the next episode, and thank you for watching the best fighting game.
I quit.
We'll see you next week.
That's something you have to work on.